Tannehill 2.0 on the brace. Who came up with that?
I have so many braces that they had to label them somehow, so I guess that's how they figured it out.
Your confidence level in the knee compared to last year, after having the surgery and a full year off, how does it compare this year?
Yeah, I have full confidence, obviously. You know, I was able to do everything in the spring, and it's only gotten stronger. I only feel better, and at this point, it's like nothing ever happened. You know, you're working through the rehab in the spring, working through getting comfortable again, making all the moves, and at this point, it's second nature. You're not even thinking about it.
The additions and subtractions to this roster, can you kind of sense, being the leader of this team, the culture change maybe, or just a different personality about this group?
Oh, we had some good additions. You know, I think that we brought in some good guys who will help us. You know, kind of buy into what we're doing, and honestly, it's just the leaders of the team. It's our responsibility to set the tempo, set the culture of what we expect, set our standards, and then hold everyone accountable so we keep those standards.
Ryan, how would you describe your specific goals for the summer?
My goal for the summer was to get better. You know, we left the spring with a couple ideas, a couple of small detail things of footwork, drops, movement in the pocket that I wanted to work on, and I was just kind of able to focus on those three things and try to get better. That way, coming into camp, that we have a foundation that we can build on.
The new receiver, can you give us a scouting report on the new receiver that you just had over there at midfield?
The little one? He's got a long way to go. You know, he gives his heart, but you know, it's fun. It's fun having my little guy out here. You know, it's really a special time we get to share. You know, it's tough being away from him, but you know, getting to spend these few minutes with him on the field is huge.
How old is he now, Ryan?
He just turned 2 a couple days ago. Yeah.
The Tannehill 2.0 on the brace. Can you explain that?
Honestly, I didn't even notice it until today. I looked down. You know, I think they've made like 4 or 5 different braces for me to try out and have backups of backups. You know, in case one gets bent or whatever. So just the way they labeled them so that keep them straight.
How does this Tannehill model compare to some of the older ones?
Not a lot different, honestly. You know, I think you know, really the brace is there just to prevent the injury from the hit. You know, the contact. You know, doesn't do a whole much for stability or anything like that. But you know, the contact, which kind of started this whole ball rolling against Arizona in 16. You know, the brace is there to prevent that.
I meant this model of quarterback.
Do what?
I meant this model of quarterback.
Well, hopefully it's the best one yet. You know, that's the goal, is to come out and get better each and every day. And you know, I think that's what we're doing. We did that in the spring, and obviously first day out here, it wasn't perfect. You know, we have a lot of room to grow, but I thought guys came out and competed and kind of set the tempo of what we expect every day.
So just to be clear, the 2.0 does not mean that the 2.0 version of Ryan Tannehill, it refers to the brace?
No, it refers to the brace.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with that.
Ryan, you're obviously familiar with how important a starting quarterback is for every team. After last year, does the realization that this team kind of rests on you and success or failure goes with you, is that a bigger realization for you now?
Yeah, I think I've always known that, but being able to kind of take a step back and view things from a little bit different viewpoint, you know, going throughout a season, being able to just trying to observe and see how things happen, you know, when you face adversity, how people respond. And I learned a lot through that process, and you know, I kind of realized how much I can control, you know, through my play and how I lead day in and day out. And you know, that's my goal, to go out and play well and lead this team to wins.
So do you feel more responsibility now, knowing that it's that much more clear to you?
Yeah, probably so. You know, I love feeling that responsibility because I know that I can handle it, and I know I have the guys around me that can take it, and we can do something special. You know, so being able to kind of captain that ship, so to speak, is a lot of fun.
Jarvis Landry said this offseason that you didn't have a good relationship. How do you feel when you heard that?
I just want to focus on, you know, the guys we have here and what we're trying to build here.
Ryan, was there a different level of excitement for you coming into this training camp after what happened last year?
Yeah, I think so. You know, like I said in the spring, it's kind of a different feeling, being able to go on the field and just enjoy every moment. You know, kind of a different humbleness about the moment, because it got taken away from me last year, and it's something that never happened to me before. So really being able to step out on the field, enjoy every moment, enjoy every day, and get the most out of every day is a lot of fun.
Can you anticipate what your connection might be with Amendola, your relationship? I mean, a couple good catches today, and you guys, you know, quarterback-friendly guy.
Yeah, Danny's a great guy to have out there for you. You know, he's played a lot of football. He understands football. He understands zones and how to get himself open and matchups, and he does a great job of finding windows and finding space, and then You saw he made a couple catches in tight windows today, so he's going to help us a lot this year. I'm excited to have him.
With all the changes, how comforting is it to have a guy with experience like him out there?
Oh, it's big. It's big not only for me, but for the receiver room in general. Just having a veteran guy who's played a lot of football, played at a high level, played for championships. Just that experience, being able to lead that room is big.
Ryan, what was the thought process behind that instinct push you put up the other day?
I don't know which one you're referring to.
About you working with the receivers out on the field during the summertime, or the post that was put out.
Yeah, the thought process is I'm just trying to just be a little bit more active on there. You know, it's not something that I've done a lot in the past, and it's actually one of Kenny's buddies was out there filming, and was like, "Hey, I have this video, and put it up."
Do you feel like one of the old guys out here now?
I am one of the old guys now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel old. I feel great. You know, I don't feel like I'm about to be 30, but I am one of the old guys. I've been playing a lot of football here in Miami, and it's kind of a fun transition over the past 3 years of transitioning from one of the young guys to one of the more veteran guys, and I'm enjoying it.
So Adam told me yesterday that watching you in practice and OTAs and over the last couple of years, you're a different guy than you were when you played that game against Arizona, your last game. Do you agree with that, and how are you different?
Yeah, I would say I've grown a lot as a leader. I've grown a lot as a person, as a football player, just because of the adversity that I faced. Like I said, being able to take a step back and watch from a different perspective, and just kind of take in all that information, file it away, write it down. I've been going back looking at my notes of things that's hit me over the past of the last 16 months or whatever it may be, and just build on that. It's experience that, while I would never want it to happen that way, it's going to be invaluable for me moving forward.
You kept a journal, or is that normal?
It's normal. I always take notes, and football notes, life notes, how I'm feeling, whatever it may be. I try to write everything down, and that way you can go back and you don't forget things that happen. Don't forget things that you learn from. You're able to refresh on it and keep it going.
Brian, you're talking about being more of a leader. Are you more of a leader by example kind of guy, or more of a vocal? Because I saw you talking to Rashawn Scott out there, giving him some pointers. How's your leadership style?
My style is my style. I'm not going to put a label on it. I'm myself. If there's a situation where you get on a guy, you get on a guy. If you don't, you don't. I mean, it varies. It's not one mold that gets it done.
Brian, what do you want for your birthday?
Great day of practice. I'm pretty simple. I don't need a whole lot. I've been blessed a lot in my life, and just excited to be able to come out and play football on my birthday.
You put a video out of practice. You practicing throwing the guys. Is that just to throw out there for people to see, or any message to it?
Did you just walk up?
I couldn't hear you on that side. Okay.
Yeah, so Kenny's guy was out there with the camera and videoed it, and was really taking pictures of Kenny, but kind of doing pictures for everybody, and sent it to me. It's like, hey, I got this video. Do you like it? I was like, yeah, put it up.